Become a member, sign in, and start streaming today.
It is time for a very favorite part of the show, Disgrace of the Week. As always, Ms. Calhoun, please start us off.
Well, even as we're filming this, there's a rally over at the Capitol to talk about giving the Film Commission a little more money to make new films, encourage filmmaking to come back to Colorado so that we are not facing embarrassments like the Liam Neeson movie, Cold Pursuit. They could have made that bad movie in Colorado and at least given us some money as well as the humiliation.
David.
RTD talking about cutting its service for the Broncos games, the Rockies games, the CU football games. That's one actual service that a lot of people really use and something where buses make sense because it's all on a fixed route to a particular destination. It's shocking that they're cutting off one of the few things they do that actually works well.
Eric.
I don't usually do this, but I'm going to go to the same place 2 weeks in a row, Colorado's precinct caucuses. What a secret. Tomorrow in the aftermath, 5 days after, or 4 days after Super Tuesday, which was a major event with major participation in Colorado. Even Republicans came out for Super Tuesday when there was nothing at stake on their ballot. And yet we're going with this system, and I predict record low participation tomorrow.
Marie.
A really rough start to Women's History Month. The week kicked off with no leading women in the presidential race anymore, the Supreme Court hearing arguments to take away our right to choose, and here in Colorado, signatures moving forward to also restrict our right to choose. So not how I wanted to kick off Women's History Month.
Time to say something nice. Patty.
But on the good side for Women's History Month, Sunday is International Women's Day. This is also the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage in the United States. Now, Colorado actually gave women the right to vote 27 years earlier and was the first state to do so. So there's a lot to celebrate in Colorado this week. Programs at the Molly Brown House, at History Colorado, and at the Women's Center for History at the Byers-Evans Mansion. So all great things to go out and see.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't remind folks that you, in fact, are getting celebrated later next week as a Hall of Fame member with Visit Denver.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. It's a well-deserved honor.
We'll see.
We'll see. David.
For those who are concerned that the next Democratic debate will have all the excitement of the Konstantin Chernenko versus Leonid Brezhnev debates in the Politburo in the Soviet Union in 1979, the Democratic National Committee took away from the voters one of the choices they could have had because Tulsi Gabbard, who actually, believe it or not, is not even old enough to be on Social Security yet, and who qualified for the next televised debate according to the rules set by the Democratic National Committee. As soon as she qualified, they changed the rules to kick her out. So no woman, no one under 70, no first Hindu major party candidate for president. And I think there were a lot of voters, if they got to see her versus the two senior gentlemen, might say she's worth a serious look. Eric.
I did not have Konstantin Chernenko on my CIO bingo today. Sorry about that. Three major Democratic presidential candidates exited the field since we last taped this show. I think they all made the race better. I'm talking about Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, and Elizabeth Warren. There can only be one winner in this process, but hats off to the three of them.
Marie.
Also, I just want to say hats off not only to those candidates, but to their staffers. There was a lot of young people working in Colorado, knocking on doors in rain and snow. They worked their butts off on these campaigns, and so shout out to them for working so hard.